welcome back to the video. Today I'm solving module 2 of math section of this SAT paper, and this is part 1. So let's get right into solving. So question number 1 says Tilly earns P dollars for every W hours of work. Which expression represents the amount of money in dollars Tilly earns for 39 weeks hours of work? So if somebody works for W amount of hours, they get P paid. So if we multiply the hours by W, the earnings also get multiplied by 39. So it's A. For a training program, Johan rides his bike at an average rate of this. So let's say this is average rate. Which function models the number of minutes it will take Johan to ride X miles at this rate? So somebody is saying that rate is equal to 5.7 minutes per 1 mile, which models the number of minutes it will take when to ride X miles. So M is the amount of minutes. So if I want minutes, I'll have to multiply by the amount of miles. So rate is also in minutes per mile is equal to 5.7 minutes per mile. If I multiply both the sides with the miles, the amount of miles, which is X mile multiply here, X mile multiply here, it will cut the miles. And what I'm going to get is for X, let's say for M of X will be equal to 7.5 X, which would be option number D. Okay. Let's look at question number 3. So there are two equations. The solution to the given system of equations is x comma y. What is the value of y? So it's kind of really easy. Since 3x is already given, we don't even have to find the value of x. So in minus 3x plus y, in this equation, I'm just going to substitute the value of 3x, which is negative 12 plus y equals negative 6. So y equals negative 6 plus 12, which means y is equal to 6. Let's also find the value of x, which is again 3x was 12 and x equals to 4. So the point is 4 comma 6. Okay. Question number 4. S is equal to 40 plus 3t. The equation gives the speed s in miles per hour. Okay. So this is speed of a certain car t seconds after it began. So this is time to accelerate. What is the speed in miles per hour of the car 5 seconds after it began? So again, it's easy. The particular value is given. We just have to fill it. So instead of t, I'm going to use 5 seconds. It was important to check both are in seconds, which they are. I just need to add them. 40 plus 15, 55. Okay. Let's solve fifth question. So it's a triangle, right angle. For the right triangle shown, A equals 4, B equals 5. Which expression represents the value of C? So let's solve this looking at the options this time. This cannot be it because C is equal to root of 4 square plus 5 square. But you never know actually because it gives us 9, so it's better to always find the root. What if the answer comes out to be 9? So let's just find it out. So it's 16 plus 25 and This would give us 41. Now we know it's not this because it's not a perfect square. It's not the second one because it's root 20. It's neither this because it would be root 9 and that is a perfect square of 3. And the last one is correct because that's what exactly the uh, equation tells us. Okay, what is the solution to the given equation? So again, it's just a little bit of algebra. 4x will be equal to 165 minus 5, which is 4x equals 160. And then x equals 160 by 4, which is just 40. Okay, question number 7. The x-intercept of the graph shown is x comma 0 over here. We can also see the value though. What is the value of x? So since it's x-intercept, y is supposed to be 0. And x is just this value and we can say this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. So 7. The function f is defined by this. This is the function. What is the y-intercept of the graph of y equals fx in the xy plane? So as we just said, x-intercept, y needs to be 0. And to find y-intercept, x needs to be 0. Why? Because y-intercept means where does the graph cut the y-axis? Wherever it cuts the y-axis, it means it should not have any x value. So that's why all of these values, let's say this was 8, x is going to be 0, sorry, 0 comma 8. If this was 7, x is going to be 0. If it's 5, x is going to be 0. If it's 1.5, x is going to be 0. That's what y-intercept gives. So a very good property of finding y-intercept, put x equals 0, which makes the equation very easy. So let's say f of x equals 1 by 10x minus 2. And in my previous video, I said that f of x just means a function in terms of x, which is nothing but y. So y is equal to this, and y comes out to be negative 2. So y-intercept is going to be 0 comma negative 2. And there's an option which can be really confusing, same as the mistake I did. It is going to be always the x-intercept and y-intercept. We know x-intercept is 0 because we are talking about y-intercepts. Okay, the function f is defined by this. In the xy plane, the graph of y equals gx, not gx is some other function, is the result of shifting the graph y equals f of x down 2 units. So 7x cubed is shifted down by 2 units, which equation defines the function g. So there is a simple formula that, for example, if f of x was something like this, the g of x will be over here. So if the vertex was 0 comma 0, now it is 0 comma negative 2. So what values we were getting at 0 will get same value at negative 2. I mean, what value we were getting of x at y equals 0. Now the same value of x, which is 0, will be provided at negative 2. So the graph has just moved by 2. So this is the new line, which is our option D. Okay, question number 10. X plus 7 equals 10 and x plus 7 square equals y. Which ordered pair xy is the solution to the given system of equations? So it's really easy to find x from here, which is just 3. And looking at this equation, if we need to find y, there are a lot of options. First, you can just open the square and put the value of x and find it. But it's really easy since x plus 7 value is already given. So if I write it like this, I'm just going to substitute this value by 10, which is given in the first equation, equals y, and y comes out to be 100. So the point is 3 comma 100. Okay. Looking at 11th question. which expression is equivalent to this? So really easy. There are two rules applied to this. One is of BEDMAS, how to open the bracket, and second one would be how to subtract or add something, different exponents with different powers. So first rule of BEDMAS, so let's solve it. I'll open this bracket, x cubed plus 7x. This negative is gonna get multiplied inside, and this minus is again gonna get multiplied inside. So negative into negative would be positive 3x. Okay, and then I have to apply the rule that only the exponents with the same power can get added or subtracted. So 7x cubed, 6x cubed would be x cubed. Simply, we just did, let's say I took x cubed common, I just did 7 minus x, and then I took x common and I did 7 plus 3. So it gives me x cubed plus 10x, which is option A. The function p is defined by Pn equals 7n q. What is the value of n when Pn equals 56? So let's put the value of Pn as 56 equals 7n cubed. They're asking what n is. So let's start solving for n. I'll get rid of 7 first of all. So let's put it this way first of all. And n cube will be 56 by 7, 8. Now n would be cube root of 8, which we very well know is 2. So option A. So I think that was it for part 1. I'll be providing with part 2 very soon. If you liked the video and you understood the concepts, let me know in the comments and leave a like, and you can subscribe. Thank you.